Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. This is Fix Family First. Hello, everybody. My name is Zach, and this is my wife, Jennifer.
Hello.
And we are announcing that we're starting a YouTube channel called Fix Family First that is going to document our journey for the next year. So what we've decided to do as a family is travel the country in an RV for a year. So we're going to be bouncing back and forth from Colorado, which is where we live now. And we are going to visit friends, visit family. We're going to visit historical sites and monuments and museums and all kinds of stuff. And we'd like to share that with everybody who is willing to watch it. So we hope that you enjoy our journey. And the one thing that we wanted to share as well is that through COVID in this craziness, which we are all experiencing and trying to figure out how to live our lives, some opportunities came up and God has really just moved in our lives and has created this crazy opportunity for us to do this. Now, when I first brought it up to my wife, she wasn't exactly buying it. I'm always the one who comes up with crazy ideas. But after kind of a week of digesting it and praying, we both agreed. And she was kind of like, let's do it.
Yeah.
That's kind of a little background behind what we're doing and why we decided to do it, sort of the why. But I also wanted to share a little more detail. So we rented our home in Westminster, Colorado. This is a 4,400 square foot house. So it's got 2 floors and a basement. We have 3 little ones, Jackson, Samuel, and Zoe. They are 8, 6, and almost 4. And so we're doing that and moving into about a 350 square foot RV, which is a 5th wheel. And so it's going to be a pretty big change for us. The idea is to stay at full hookup sites around the country, live more of a minimalistic lifestyle for now, and then utilize that time to be able to go out and adventure and spend time together. So we're super excited about that. And the other thing we really want to do too is just kind of document our journey, because we want to be able to share this with our family, our friends, and something that our kids can look back on and just see some of the experiences that we had, because we know this is kind of terrifying. It's kind of exciting. But ultimately, we know that God has us on this journey for a reason. And we know that it's going to be wonderful and He's going to bless us beyond measure. So with that, honey, what are you most excited about?
I am really excited just for us to be a family. And I feel like our kids are just at that spot that they're not going to want to be around us. It's our oldest son at least, who is 8 years old. And I feel like they still want to be around us. They still want us to tuck them in and do stories and play. And I just think it's literally a pivotal moment for us to be able to get that time with them. So that is the one thing that I'm really looking forward to. And with each other, just to be able to put our family first above everything else.
And I would second that. I think for me, I think it's a blessing and just such a wonderful opportunity for us to get to really take hold of these moments with our kids right now because of the ages that they are. So I'm excited about that. I'm really excited to go see family. We usually go on one vacation a year, and usually it's not to see family. We really are looking forward to bonding and growing our relationships, strengthening our relationships with some of our family members, and then just new experiences. It's an adventure. It's something different. It's something new. This is something that I know there are many people that have YouTube channels that we've actually watched to try to get some guidance and, find out what to expect. Most of us are not doing this, so some people think it's kind of crazy, which we do too. But we are crazy. We are crazy people. So what are you most worried about?
Honestly, it's going to be hard for me to leave our friends and family here for a long period of time. I'm very close with my parents and my brother and our friends, and so I'm just, was it worried? Was that the question? I guess I'm just a little sad and worried about just the things that we will miss out on and that time with them.
I would say for me, yeah, it's probably just being able to see people whenever we want, people that were around, our friends, our family that live here. So yeah, I would say the same thing. Also, like the stability of just having like a brick and mortar house, always being in the same spot, having grocery stores that you shop at, just familiarity. Yeah, I mean, that's probably it for me. Let's see, what is the one thing that you're going to miss the most? Not like friends and family wise, but just like as far as having a 4,400 square foot house and now being in a much smaller space.
Oh, yeah, I think being able, it's funny. It's probably the things that I don't even really do. Like now all of a sudden I'm thinking about bubble baths and I actually don't ever take it. And when I have, I've enjoyed it. But now all of a sudden I'm like, gosh, I really want to get a bubble bath because I'm not going to be able to do that. Or, we have this really pretty balcony in our room and I've never really enjoyed just going out and having a cup of coffee out there and just silly things like that I think God's going to show me that it just doesn't matter and it really is about your family first. And that I don't know if I'm necessarily going to miss like being in a big space because I'm kind of looking forward to being in a small space because I think it brings us closer together and our kids together. And I'm sure there will be, challenges and fights, but I think when it comes down to it, it's going to bring us closer together.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I think it's
funny?
Question.
No, that's fine. And I think it's funny too because as we're packing stuff, we're playing the what if game. Like, well, what if there's a huge snowstorm and we need snow boots and a snowsuit and you start to realize,
really use.
Yeah, we never use
with.
even here. So, or like I have, 5 combs or we have
toothbrushes,
hairspray and hair gel and like 5 toothbrushes and 67,000 rolls of floss. And
how am I going to do with just one toothbrush?
So I think that's kind of a funny realization is like, the things that we have so much trouble parting with. So I guess we'll see. Maybe we'll realize that we do need 476,000 rolls of floss, but maybe we won't. I don't know.
Think that we will. I think God's going to just show us that stuff just doesn't matter. And, a big house or big space or things, they just don't matter. So it's been hard with the whole process of letting things go, but I really am looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to letting some of it go and just make more room for God. Because I think when we have all of these things, in a way, it distracts us from God and it takes us away from Him. And I think when we're going to be in a smaller space, away from things and distractions, it's just going to bring us and our kids closer to God, I think.
We know that we're not really probably as prepared as we think we are. I mean, we've got like the house all cleaned out. We have a pretty good idea of what we're bringing. We have a lot of stuff already in the RV, which we're going to be packing up in the next few days and getting that all finished up and cleaning out the house. So I think that we've got pretty much everything covered, but I know that we're going to hit bumps in the road and there's going to be a lot of things that we didn't think of. I'm sure there are going to be a lot of very difficult realizations, like, not having a ton of space with 5 people in one small RV. It's probably going to be hard, but I think that will force us to go outdoors more. So it's going to be a little bit of work, but I think we're going to figure it out. And I'm sure there's going to be some accidents along the way.
Any accidents? And
temper tantrums and fights and, all the normal stuff that goes along with a normal family. Well, are we normal? Probably not. We're probably not normal. But we do realize that there are going to be some challenges and a lot of unexpected things. But I'm sure beyond that, there are going to be a lot of unexpected, beautiful moments and amazing opportunities and just awesome experiences and growing closer together. So we're really looking forward to that. And we're really looking forward to sharing that with you. I guess we'll end this video and take care and God bless.
Fix family first! Fix family first!
It's gonna be crazy! Ah!